again today. So welcome. When you get the notification, please feel free to jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. So I've got some really exciting things for you today. I'm doing a couple of different things. So many of you may know that our July-December mini catalogue has gone live. And I do agree, it's probably a little bit too early to be doing Christmas crafting. So I decided to play around with some of the celebration items, which are really awesome. And I also wanted to show you this beautiful Graceful tiles stamp set that I have discovered in the catalogue. And you may have overlooked it in the annual catalogue because I know I did. I did actually see some projects that some other demonstrators had created with it. And I thought, oh my Lord, that is absolutely a gorgeous stamp set. So I decided to have a bit of a play around. When I seen it demonstrated, I was like, oh my God, I have to go and order that. So of course I had to order it, wait for it to come in. And this will be my first time that I will have had a bit of a play with it. And I didn't even check to see, oh, it's photo folders, it's all good. I didn't even check to see if I had to put the stamps on the stickers on the back. So hello and welcome, good morning everyone. So I've got Christine, Deborah, Julie, Jenny, hello, welcome. So please feel free to share this video back onto your social media sites. So if you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to hit that share button down the bottom and share it back onto your Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, please feel free to just share it onto your timeline because you never know who out of your friends might enjoy a little bit of crafting with you. So I've been super busy. As you know, I have my 2-day craft retreat this weekend. So I've been super busy. So I've been missing in action quite a bit because there's been a lot of behind the scenes work going on to get myself organized for this retreat. And of course, I have to make sure that I've packed everything. I actually thought I would be living in Beaudesert by this, but I'm not. So I'm actually going to Beaudesert for the retreat and I'm carting everything with me. So I'm like, fingers crossed I don't forget anything. It's really, I'm not a good person packing. I like to be in the comfort of my own home. So, oh, hey, Karen, you're working today. I'm going to see you on the weekend. So, of course, I have an awesome weekend coming up. We've got a 2-day craft retreat in Beaudesert at the RSL Club in Beaudesert. And there's been a couple of ladies that have had to pull out because they've been sick because, of course, you know, COVID's a bit rampant and the flu's a bit rampant at the moment. So I've had a few cancellations, but I have at least, I think, we were at 30. I think we're down to about 25, 24 people that will be coming this weekend. But we are going to get together. We're going to have an awesome crafty weekend and I'm super excited. The projects that I've designed for this weekend are out of this world. It is absolutely, I'm so excited about this retreat. I have actually set a date for my next retreat. So if you're not on my email list and you want to find out details of my retreat, I will be organizing an event and setting an event up with my emailing platform very soon in the next couple of days, but it will be in November, the next retreat. So it's the 5th and the 6th of November. So save the date. If you want to come and craft and have an awesome weekend, then by all means, make sure you pop those dates on your calendar. So it's the 5th and 6th of November. And I will be holding it in Beaudesert again at the club at Beaudesert because it is a super awesome venue where we're holding this retreat. And of course, Beaudesert is a beautiful country town. So I just wanted to let you know that. But anyway, let's get to crafting. So I've just got a couple of things that are going on in my business at the moment. So I just want to tell you about the few things that are going on, and then after that we will get to crafting. So, of course, as usual, we have our Sweet Delicious Fun Fold Club. So it's the Texture Chic this month. And Texture Chic is what I'm actually using on the weekend. And I absolutely love this bundle. It is absolutely stunning. So that's what my ladies will be crafting with this weekend at the 2-day craft retreat. So Sweet Delicious Fun Fold Club, you get 2 Fun Fold videos. So one from myself and one from Rose Ward in the US. And it costs $70 to participate, and you get a full pack of the Texture Chic Designer Series paper. You get a pack of the beautiful brushed metallic adhesive dots, and you also get a roll of the gold, rose gold and white striped ribbon. So you get access to all of the other videos that we've done in that group as well, while ever you're a paying member of our Fun Fold Sweet Delicious Club. Of course, we have our Global Creative Tutorial Bundle. So this one's for the guys. So if you're interested in getting 12 PDF tutorials and 12 videos of 12 top demos around the world, then by all means, please feel free to go and check out my website. The link is in the show more box down below. If you actually want to purchase any of them, you'll see all of them over on my website. So they're $22, but if you're a team member of mine, you actually get them for free every month. So that's one of the things that I spoil my team members with. So as I said, you can earn it with a $150 order or more, or you can purchase it for $22, or if you're in my team or join my team, you actually get access to it for free each month. My Stamps Club this month is super, super cute. We are doing the Elephant Parade this month. So I've had a few people sign up for Stamps Club this month. So obviously the elephant has won over some people's hearts. So my monthly Stamps Club is $50 for the basic Stamps Club. You get the stamp set, you get a card kit to make 6 cards, and you get a video tutorial showing you step by step how to create your 6 cards. So all you need is your own inks and your own tools to be able to assemble these cards and participate in Stamps Club. So that's $50 per month. It is really, really a great thing to be a part of, and you get creative inspiration each month delivered to your doorstep. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is, as I said, my team actually get the Global Creative Tutorial Bundle delivered to them every month. They get the Stamps Club videos. They get access to the Stamps Club videos every month. Karen's saying Stamps Club is awesome. Karen, I think, is probably one of my longest standing members in Stamps Club since I've started. I think she has actually been in it right from the beginning. And it is an awesome way to build up your crafting supplies, but also get some inspiration. And it's a little bit like getting paper pumpkin delivered to your doorstep. You never know what the projects are going to look like. You know what the stamp set is that I'm using, but you never get to see the projects until you open up your box or see the video. So we have a joining special this month. So the joining special this month and next month is that you can get this planner kit, the Making Plans Plan collection. It is absolutely stunning. It is a big, beautiful planner with all pages that you can make your planner the way you want it to be. You also get 3 beautiful notepads that come with it, and you get the Making Plans stamp set, all free on top of choosing $235 worth of product for just $169. So it only costs $169. It gets delivered to your door, freight free, but then you enjoy a 20% discount guaranteed for the next 6 months. So it's really, really great to actually join Stampin' Up. Plus, we have celebration at the moment. For every $90 you spend, you get to earn a free item. For us as demonstrators, we get everything. Once you join my Wild Heart Crafters team, we get everything that customers get plus our discount on top. So when it comes to spending $90 to earn a free celebration item, we only have to spend $70 and we earn a free celebration item because we get 20% discount. Or if you actually advance in title, you get up to 25% discount as you go along further. So it's a really, really great time to actually be joining my team. So of course the starter kit is always the best deal in the book. I'm telling you, it is the cheapest that you're ever going to get your Stampin' Up products. As I said, you choose $235 worth of product and you only pay $169, but you get to be a part of my crafty community, which is really, really awesome to be a part of a crafty community where you get to meet other crafting friends and make friends along the way. Plus you actually get help and guidance with your crafting. So it's really, really an awesome thing to be a part of my team. I know it's nearly the weekend. I've got one more sleep and I will be in Beaudesert. I will be up in Beaudesert tomorrow morning, so I can't wait. So as I said, that offer is there. And our Christmas in July craft party. I just have to say, wow, the amount of people that have signed up to our Christmas in July craft party is absolutely out of this world. So I've had a really, really awesome response. It's not too late to join our Christmas in July craft party. So Rose Ward and myself are holding a Christmas in July 24-hour event. So it is going to be here in Australia. It's going to kick off on the 25th of July. For people in the US, it will be kicking off on the 24th of July because we are a day ahead of everybody. It costs $45 to attend. You get access to the Facebook group. You will have access to that group for a lifetime. So we will never kick you out of that group. You will have access back to the videos anytime you want. And Rose and I will be actually crafting and creating as many products as we possibly can with all of the brand new products from the July-December mini catalog. So Rose is going to do 3 videos. I'm going to do 3 videos. Plus, for your $45, you get a pack of the glimmer paper, which is the very vanilla evening evergreen and gold glimmer paper. Sorry, I had to think about what the third color was. So you get a full pack of the glimmer paper, you get a pack of the festive pearls, and you also get a roll of the gold and vanilla ribbon, which is super, super awesome. So for your $45, you're getting $45 worth of product back for your fee, plus you're actually getting access to the group. So it's a win-win situation. So the link is in the show more box down below. If you want to register, by all means, you can register. Now, when you actually register for the Christmas in July craft party, you can pay one of 2 ways. You can actually choose to pay with PayPal, or you can actually choose pay at the door option. And pay at the door option, I will send you my account details and you can do a direct deposit into my account. So, so far we have had a lot of people sign up, and it's going to be an awesome, fun, crafty party. So by all means, feel free to sign up. For anyone that is my international followers, you can get access to the Facebook group and to the online content only, so without the product, and it's $25. And that is an option when you actually go to register. That is an option as well. So please, if you're interested and you want to hang out with us and craft with us, by all means, sign up for that craft party. All right, so I'm actually going to create a fun card this morning. I've got the Graceful Tiles stamp set, but I've also got the quarter foil embossing folder. So the quarter foil embossing folder is a really, really nice embossing folder that I thought would go really, really well with this stamp set. So I've actually got some Sahara sand. I've got Sahara sand as my card base. So I'm just going to fold that in half. So also too, if you want to not miss out on the email for the next retreat and for the registration for the next retreat, please, by all means, in that show more box down below or in the description of this video, there is a link to sign up for my email list. Please feel free to click on that link and make sure you're on my email list so you don't miss out on any of the things that I offer in my Stamping Up business. Okay, so I've actually got Sahara sand. I've got Merry Merlot. And I thought I would use Merry Merlot and Night of Navy as my ink combination. Oops, this one here. I've got to trim this one down just a tad so that it will fit on my Merry Merlot layer. So I'm just taking 1/8 of an inch off so that we will be able to get just a slither of that Merry Merlot in behind. So can you see that? We've got just a slither of Merry Merlot in behind. All right, now I'm going to stamp the combination of these gorgeous stamps. So you can see here we've got a few combinations. I actually might get out my Sahara sand ink as well for the color combination. So we've got Sahara sand, Night of Navy, and Merry Merlot. Okay, so I think I might with this. This is just simply a gorgeous stamp set. So I'm just going to mount up some of these. So I want to do that one. I think I want to do that one. Oops. And I think I want to do that one. Like that. Okay. So I'll just grab some blocks to mount those up. That one. This one. And of course, this little one. And is it Andrea that's saying, don't forget to hit the like button? Yes, because that actually helps get my stamping out there to more people. All right, so I'm just going to grab a scrap piece of paper that I can pop in underneath this to protect my work surface. So these, I don't know whether you know that we have these little grid papers that are for our Stamparatus, and they're fantastic for if you just need a scrap piece of paper to protect your work surface, but not too bulky. So they're actually fantastic for that. I'm going to also grab my pierce mat, because a pierce mat is, oh, I put them all in there. Where did they go? Oh, I might put them in the other side. Had a bit of a clean up there. There they are. So a pierce mat is really, really good when you've got photopolymer stamps to actually make sure that you get a really nice, good, crisp image when you stamp. So our photopolymer stamps don't have that foam backing. So because they don't have the foam backing, then sometimes if your work surface is not totally level, you'll find that sometimes you'll have bits that won't stamp properly. So it's always good to actually pop a pierce mat in underneath. Good idea, Wendy, about the scrap paper. I know. I mean, like, honestly, such a simple thing, yet makes a huge difference. All right, so I'm actually going to stamp a combination of these stamps just down the border of the side of this stamp here. So I'm just going to ink up and I'm going to stamp off because I haven't used these stamps before. So because I haven't used the stamps, sometimes the actual, and I really need to re-ink my Sahara Sand, but anyway, sometimes they get a bit of a coating on them. So I like to do the smoosh technique on my scrap bit of paper beforehand to make sure that you are taking off all of that. There may be like a bit of a residue there and popping a coating on there. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp 3 of those down there. Okay, so with my Merry Merlot, I'm going to come back in with the next size down, so the middle size one. And of course, I just put my finger in the ink as usual. So I'm just going to pop that one over there. Grab my Merry Merlot. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to ink up and I'm going to do that smoosh technique again to make sure that I get a really good coverage of ink. Okay. So I've just done that. Okay. And then, of course, we've got our Night of Navy. So I always like to use the darkest one for the smallest image. So I use, for the largest image, I always like to use the lightest ink. For the medium size, I like to use the next darkest. And then for the smallest one, I like to use the darkest ink. So I'm just going to ink that one up and do the smoosh technique again. And we are going to randomly place these little ones here, and I think I'm going to do some like this. Okay, so we have that there like that. All right, so you can see we've got a really, really cute border all the way down there. Now what's going to make this card even more special, and I thought what would really bring out these gorgeous images and the texture, is to actually emboss just down one side of this side here. So to actually add a little bit of texture. So I'm just going to bring in my cut and emboss machine. Now, for the combination for this embossing folder, it's going to be just our base plate and 2 of our cutting pads, because it actually has, it's a thin embossing folder. And I don't know what I did with all my cutting pads. There's one. And I can probably just grab it. I'll grab a new one. I'll grab a new set of cutting pads. Why not? Okay, so I'm just going to use the base plate. So for this embossing, we're just going to use the base plate, no thin die adapter, and 2 of our cutting pads. So I'm going to use some brand spanking new cutting pads here. All right, so I'm going to pop one of our number 3 cutting pad underneath, and of course the other one on top. So what I want to do is I want to line this up that it's going to be nice and straight. And because we've actually got that line on the bottom of our embossing folder, it's really, really handy to be able to pop that in and get a really nice straight look. So because I want to have this hanging out here, I'm actually going to run it through sideways. Now I wouldn't normally run an embossing folder through like this, only for the simple fact of the room that we have, that I need to be able to do it that way because I can't do it with the fold going through first. Okay, so we're just going to run that through, and we will have our embossed look on that side of the card. Okay, so there you've got it. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Okay, so that was the quarter foil embossing folder. Oh, Julie, you're in Ganella. Well, welcome, Julie. Lovely to see you. Is this the first time that you've popped onto one of my videos, or have you watched me before? Lovely to meet you, and lovely for you to say hello to me. All right, so I'm just going to adhere that to the front, and I'm just going to use my liquid glue for that one. This one's probably nearly empty. I used to live in Ganella, Julie. You might have lived near me. I used to live on the Northern Ridge in Ganella. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in there. And so you can see there we've got a really, really nice look. Now I thought what would go really great with this is some of our linen thread. So I've got a roll of my linen thread here. Just going to make sure that that sticks down, takes hold. A bit chilly in Taree, Margie. It's a bit chilly here too, I can tell you. Hey, Matthew. I see Matthew's jumped on. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of Seal Plus in behind there so that I can actually wrap my linen thread around. Okay, so I just want to wrap the linen thread just going up and down where that embossed layer is. So 3 times wrapped around. Oh, here's my new scissors to cut the twine. How lovely is that? I cracked open 2 new pairs of scissors. Okay, so we have that. All right, I'm going to pop that up onto dimensionals. You've followed me for a while. You're a big crafter. Now you're into junk journals. I've only been here 19 years, not a local. Well, I'm local. I'm born and bred. Lived here my whole entire life. I'm just about to move away from the area. So, yeah, big changes for me. This is giving you ideas of what you can do in your recovery. Yes, Jenny, definitely. This stamp set, like, honestly, if you've overlooked it, like, you really need to check it out because it is a stunning stamp set. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that on the front just like that. Okay, so of course we need to do a lovely sentiment. I might do What a Year, Here's Another One, Just as Great. Happy Birthday. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do Sending Love Your Way? And what have I got as far as strip of paper here? Oh, I have some vanilla, which will be nice. Let's try that. Vanilla? Do we want very vanilla? Or do we want a bit of crumb cake? Okay, so you need to tell me which one you think I should use. Crumb cake, very vanilla. What other strip? Or we've got Merry Mellow. Okay, so tell me what you want me to stamp the sentiment with. I need a bit of help. Okay, thought I might have had, oh, there's some Sahara sand. Okay, I've got a piece of Sahara sand as well. All right. Oh, okay. So I wanna try this. We will work out what sentiment we're going to stamp here. So I'm gonna try the what a year, the happy birthday one. So let's try that. That on maybe. I'm just wondering whether Night of Navy on that is going to stamp okay. So let's see if it does. Okay, that. White embossing, I know, but I just don't have my embossing things out, Joanne. I know it probably would look really, really nice, but I just don't have them on hand at the moment. Let's try this and see if this is going to work. What do I want to do? I actually wouldn't mind it being all the way across. So let's try that. Okay, so we could have that and we can trim it down. We could pop it like it's going to go all the way across and we can trim it down. Or we could have the very vanilla, Sending Love Your Way. Let's try that one. And we could maybe do that. Julie says nope. We could maybe do that in Merry Merlot. Just down here like that, and we could cut it down and we could do a little and just pop a bow in. Or this one here we could do, I really like this. Because of you, I laugh a little harder, cry a little less, and smile a lot more. I like that as well. All right, let's grab another one. And I'm thinking Merry Merlot on that. Could try that and trim it down. Okay, so we'll have a bit of a vote here and see what you think. I don't want the crumb cake. The crumb cake's not going to go with it. So I'm like, yeah, no to the crumb cake. Sahara stamped in Merry Merlot, backed with Merlot. Oh, Merlene. That's sounding pretty good. Or do you think we should do this? What a Year, that one. You know what? I'm going to try that because that's going to be big enough to just go across there. Okay, I've got another thought. We could either do that and that across, or we could do it the other way. So tell me what your thoughts are. Let's stamp that one in Merry Merlot. I'm going to clean it off. All right, that one there. Oops, need a bit of spray. Okay, so let's try Merry Merlot. I'm going to just flip this one over. We'll flip this one over, Merry Merlot. Seeing as Merline's given me an idea. Okay, so where's that stamp bit? We'll do that up there. Like that. What a year, happy birthday. Let's get my little trimmer. Let's try about there. That. Let's try that. Backed on that. That's looking cute. That way, okay, so now this is our decision. We've made a decision. This way that we're going to have it coming in across here. This way, or this way? What do you think? This way, yeah, it's more obvious, isn't it, this way than that way? Okay, so we're doing the Merry Merlot backing and the Sahara sand this way. Okay, all right, that's the plan, this way. So we've got to make that just a little bit smaller than, okay, so what have I got here? That is just about 2.5. Wow, it's not straight, so let's straighten it up a little bit. Okay, that's a bit straighter. Okay, so 2.5. So we'll do this one at 2.5. We might do it at 3. Oh, it's nearly at 3. Okay, so no, we need to do it smaller than 3. Do we want to do it smaller than 3? Actually, no, that's going to look all right. Let's do it like that. Okay, indecision today. All right, I'm going to glue that on. Actually, I'm going to pop it up because I can. That, and that. Okay, so let's pop that onto there. Like that. Okay, we'll pop that bit up as well. Just going to pop one there and one there because I want it to straddle that. That. Okay, let's get these out of the way. That's looking very, very nice. We'll go right out to that. Where do I want to do it? Down here, up there, I think. Like that. And then, of course, I'm going to just trim that little piece off. Like that. And then, of course, we just need a bow with our twine, which will finish it off. Hey, Sue, how you going? Julie, yes, the trimmer we had as a bit of a special at one stage. You can't actually get them now. I mean, we keep saying to Stampin' Up, please bring them back because we all want them. But yeah, it's a great handy little trimmer. I've had mine for a few years now. Okay, so I'm doing a double bow, so just double twine because it gives a bit more, I don't know, a bit more oomph to your bow rather than single twine. I always like a double twine bow. Okay, that. Of course, we pop that just there. Look how beautiful this card is. We'll grab a glue dot, pop that on. Okay, there. And my handy dandy take your pick tool to pop that on there. Okay, so then of course we just need some embellishments now to actually make this look really, really pretty. So I'm going to go with my brushed metallic dots. We will do 1, whoops, and 2 like that, and maybe 1 just up over there. Okay, so there you have a quick, easy card using this Graceful tile. So you can see there'd be so many more color combinations that you could use with this, but you can see how beautiful that comes out. just by a couple of different combinations of colors and the beautiful stamps. The stamps do it all because they're just so stunning. So what do you think? If you like that, give me the thumbs up. YouTube and Facebook will love it when you give me the thumbs up. All right, I'm going to clean those off now and let's move on to our next card. So who's been looking at the awesome hippos, the Hippest Hippos? I mean, I've been seeing so many people crafting and creating with the Hippest Hippos. So the Hippest Hippos are a free item that you can earn when you spend $90 with us online. So I'm just going to pop those back in there so I don't lose them and I can use those blocks again. Okay. If I clean up as I go, it won't be too bad at the end. All right, pop them in there and pop that aside. So that was the Graceful tiles and the quarter foil embossing folder, which is super, super fun to use. Let's pop those all back in. All right, I'm being very noisy this morning, aren't I? And Merry Merlot ink, Night of Navy, and Sahara Sand ink. All right, so of course, we want to play with the Hippest Hippos. I think they are super, super cute. And I don't go a lot for animal stamps, but I think the fact that they've actually done some beautiful matching dies with these hippos. So I'll just show you the matching dies. The dies give us so much more scope to do with this stamp set. So I just want to show you what we have in the dies. Now look at that die pack. There are so many different things in that die set to actually add as embellishments with these Hippest Hippos. And I love it when we have celebration items and we have the matching dies to match. It just really helps with our crafting. So I'm just going to try and grab my smoky slate. Hopefully I can grab my smoky slate. Is that smoky slate? That's grey granite. Trying to find my smoky slate. Let me see, what's that one? Light smoky slate. Where's my dark smoky slate? So I'm just going to use our blends. I just lost everything off my desk there. Light grey granite. Dark smoky slate. Found them. Took me a while. So, of course, some lined colouring with these Hippest Hippo dies. Just picking up everything off my floor. Okay. So you could probably use grey granite or the smoky slate. You love the hippos. Joanne saying love the hippos. Bree saying love the hippos. Hippos are adorable and the die set can be used with so many things. Exactly. So I thought I would do a quick card. I also wanted to use, I was going to do this the other day and then I ran out of time. So I also want to use the soft seafoam cards and envelopes that we have. And these are also a free item. So the Hippest Hippos you can get with a $90 order. The dies you can get with another $90 order. And these awesome cards you can get with another $90 order. Okay, so but we have a month and a half to be able to earn these free items. So you've got time to be able to purchase some things to be able to earn these free items. So I decided that I wanted to use one of those cards. So we've got some matching envelopes that go with them. So we've got a soft seafoam and we've got a pool party card. So I also thought that we have some soft seafoam ribbon and we also have some pool party sheer ribbon. So I thought that I would be able to use those two with it as well. So let's grab a piece of white cardstock for a start. And let's stamp some of these gorgeous little hippos. Now, depending on what you want to do, some people will use some people will use black memento ink when they come to stamp their hippos. I am not a black outline person when it comes to stamping. So I like to use basic grey. And the reason that I like to use basic grey, for the simple fact is that it's just a little bit softer when it comes to colouring, and it makes the outlines not so harsh. So that's the reason behind why I decided to do that. So I'm actually going to take this gorgeous girl here, because I think she is just stunning. And I'm also going to take, I'm thinking the one that's standing holding the little flower. Okay, so I'll mount that one up as well. All right, so we've got two cute little hippos that we can stamp. So I'm going to stamp both of those. So we've got, we might stamp her like that. One cute little hippo there. And you can see with the basic grey, it's still dark enough to be able to give you a really nice, good, crisp stamped image, but it's just not so dark and black, you know what I mean? Hey Susan, how you going? So that's why but it's just personal choice, but that's why I choose the basic grey, is just to give a bit of a softer effect. All right, so we're going to use our smoky slate. And of course, I've got grey granite. Let's pop that over there. All right, so we're going to use our smoky slate, and we're going to colour in our cute little hippos. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of dark around first. So with my dark smoky slate, I'm just going to do a little bit of shading. And around there. And same thing around here. Aren't these just the cutest? Like, honestly. Cutest little hippos. Okay, I think we will do that. Okay, so just a little bit of shading there, and then I'm going to go back with my light smoky slate and just go and blend all that in. So just a bit of blending with the light. Oops. And I just put some colour in where I didn't need to put colour in, because I want to have his little stomach a bit lighter. Okay, so we have him coloured in there, and we'll just blend a little bit more. Okay, isn't he cute? Absolutely. Carla, well, welcome. It's your first time live. Well, welcome. I hope you are enjoying the show. All right, so we're going to do our little girl as well. So we'll get our dark, and we'll do some outlining of her as well. And she's super cute because she's doing a little bit of a dance there. Okay. How cute. And she's got some little sandals on her feet. All right, and then we'll go back through with our light again. And once again, the more that you use blends, because I know a lot of people say, I struggle with blends, I struggle with coloring. Our blends do all the hard work for us, like honestly. We just have to pop a little bit of outlining in, and then just making sure that you're using a fair bit of ink. I think the biggest problem with people that they make with using our blends is they don't put enough ink down. So don't be scared to keep blending over. If it's not quite looking exactly how you want it to look, then keep blending, because the more you blend, the more it actually, the more the ink moves on the cardstock and blends and goes really, really nice. All right, so we've got that. Well, of course, we need something for the stomach. I might just use my light petal pink. Hopefully that's going to work for its tummy. So we've got, is that light petal pink? Oh, it's dark. Okay, let's do a little bit of dark down there. Same thing here. And I will grab my light to blend that in. Now look at the lids. That's why I picked up the wrong one. Believe it or not, this is my light. It looks like the dark. But anyway, I think I'll have to change those lids around. So we've got petal pink stomach. Okay, so you can see there that the more you blend, the more you go back over it with the light and blend in circular motions, the more it all starts to blend in and look really, really nice. All right, and then of course, when it comes to her little skirt, what have I got? Floaty Flamingo. We don't want to use Floaty Flamingo. What colour is this one? Polished pink. And dark Floaty Flamingo. Where's my light polished pink? Is that one it? My blends are all over there. Light polished pink and dark polished pink. Okay. I think I want her to have a little bit of dark on her skirt. I also think she needs some pink sandals on too. Okay, so we've got some dark just around the skirt outline. And then, of course, with the light, we're going to go back through with the light and blend. And that gives you that nice variegated look. How cute. How cute. Okay, all right. Then I think with the face, we will use our light smoky slate. Please tell me that's light. Yep, it is light. A light smoky slate around their snout. And this one here, we might let him give her a little pink flower. What do you think? I'm going to make two different cards, but they're cute. Super cute. All right. Now, with that, I want to lighten that up a little bit. So let's bring in our colour lifter. And we just get a bit of a lighter look happening. On the snout. And you'll find that when that dries, it will even out a little bit, but give us a much lighter look happening on the snout. And you can always go back in and do a little bit more if it's not lifting where you want it to lift. So we'll just leave them and see how it goes. I think she needs some little pink sandals on. Okay. there. And I also think she needs some little pink toenails, just because she can. What do you think? And I think the flower needs to be pink. Okay. All right. So there we have two cute little hippos. So let's bring in the dies and we'll cut those out. Okay, so we have this one here to cut her out. We have, is it this one here to cut him out? Yep. Okay, so we'll cut those out first and then we will come back in. Bring in this. Okay. So we'll pop the little hippos in there. And I think what I want to do is, with our cute little girl hippo, I think I want to do the umbrella in some pool party. So I'm going to grab a piece of pool party. Do you want pool party or do you want polished pink? Maybe polished pink. Do I have polished pink here? Probably not. Actually, we'll do Melamumbo, see if we can. Okay, let's do a Melamumbo umbrella. Okay, so we will pop that in there. Okay, let's get the umbrella. And we'll pop that on there. Whoops. And grab my plate, which is here. Okay, so let's run those through. Whoops. Morning, Elizabeth. How are you going? Okay, so we'll run those through. And I think that die has moved a little bit there. But anyway, we're going to go with it. All right. Look at this cute little umbrella. Isn't it just the cutest? Look at that. Okay, so we might do, what else have we got in here? We could do some cute sunnies. We might do some pool party sunnies. Actually, we could do pool party sunnies and we could do, yeah, I didn't cut those out very well. But anyway, we will go with, well, the one that I didn't think moved did. But anyway, all right, so let's do some sunnies, because I think she needs to look pretty cool with some sunnies as well. Okay, so we'll do that. There. And then I think we might do some pool party ones. There. Okay, got some pool party sunnies there too. All right, let's grab that out of the way. And now we will start to pop these cards together. So, of course, we've got the pool party and the soft sea foam. So I think I'm going to do my little girl on the soft sea foam. And I think I'm going to do my little boy on the pool party one. Okay. So we have Isn't she just gorgeous? This one, she can be holding an umbrella. She can have a cute little pair of glasses on. Okay, having a great time. So I'm just going to do a strip of, I think a strip of Pool Party down behind. So I'm just going to grab that. I'm going to do maybe a 3-inch strip there. In behind, and we'll cut that off because that's good. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to stamp on there with a bit of Pool Party to create a bit of a background with that stamp. And it's got a stamp in there that's saying, "You're so hip." So I think I want to pop that, "You're so hip," on this background piece. So we're just going to randomly stamp, "You're so hip, you're so hip," to create a cute little background. Okay. On there. And I'm going to adhere that down, and then I'm going to trim it off. So these note cards and envelopes are great when it comes to wanting to do, glue's not wanting to come out, wanting to do some quick crafting. Ugh. It's a new glue and it's not wanting to come out. I need a pin. Okay, let's try this one. There we go. That one's working. Okay, let's pop that there. I don't know what's going on with that one. Doesn't want to work. Okay, I'm just going to add that coming down here. And I think to pop her up off the card a little bit, I'm going to add like a cute white circle behind, which I had out before, and everything fell out of my container onto the ground, so I have to go and grab that. All right, so we've got that. Isn't she just looking adorable? All right, let's see if I can find my circle that I did have ready to go. If not, I can punch one. Nope, it's decided to go missing, so I'm just going to go and grab a punch. And sometimes just by being able to pop a punched circle in behind, it just gives something to ground your little hippo on. So I've just used a 2 1/4 inch circle, but you can use anything like your layering circles. All right, I'm going to wrap a little bit of ribbon around, and I'm going to pop it in behind here. So with this ribbon, I'm going to hide it in behind this circle. So when you want to wrap a ribbon right around, I still do my cheating thing that I don't actually physically have to tie. So I'm going to pop a little bit of Seal Plus here. I'm going to pop my ribbon into the Seal Plus, wrap it around on the inside of my card, and bring it back up. Okay, straighten it up and pop it back into the Seal Plus. So I'm going to hide that with my round circle. Okay, so straighten it up. All right, we're going to pop our circle up on dimensionals. So as I said, these Hippest Hippos, if you want the hippos and the stamp set and the dies, then you do a $180 order to be able to get both of them, and you can earn them for free. And that's the only way these celebration items, that's the only way you can get them, is by earning them for free. All right, so we're going to do that. And of course, we're going to pop her little umbrella. I'm going to add a little bit of glue in behind the glasses. Okay, and all I'm doing is just a dot of glue, because the dot of glue is going to be enough to hold those glasses on the little hippo. Look at that. Cute as a button. And we're going to pop her up on dimensionals as well onto that circle. Now, one of the things too is you want to ground your hippo. So you want to add a little bit of shading underneath here, because we want to ground her. So I'm just going to, with my light smoky slate, I'm just going to, with the thick end, I'm just going to pop that there. And that's actually going to ground her, that she's actually standing on something. We don't want her floating off the page. So I always like to do that, but then I like to just put my color lifter over the top to blend it a little bit. So it softens it and gives it a much softer look. And then of course we're going to have her tiptoeing on there. And then of course the little umbrella is going to come out from here. So I'm actually going to do double dimensionals on the back of my little umbrella, because I want it to actually sit off that circle. So I'm going to layer up one dimensional and then another one on top. And this is a fantastic way, because you can see I've got my circle popped up and I've also got my hippo popped up. So I need to bring the umbrella up to the same level as what the hippo is. Okay, so I've done one dimensional on top of the other. And then of course we're going to pop that just there like that, that she's holding on to that umbrella. How cute is that? All right, now I think that this little sentiment that says love you a ton, I think is fantastic. So I'm going to grab that and I'm going to stamp on a little tiny thin strip. And I think we might do that in Pool Party. Pool Party ink. Got a mess on my desk here. Love you a ton. Okay, so we've got a cute little sentiment. Love you a ton. We will go like that. And like that. And it can pop off that as well. So I'm going to just add probably the edge of my dimensionals here, a little tiny bit. That. Okay, so we're going to pop that on that end. And of course it's going to pop off that circle like that. So I'm just going to adhere a bit of glue on that end for it to sit on the circle. And we're going to pop that off there like that. Look at that. How cute. Isn't she just the cutest? All right. And then, of course, we need to embellish. I'm thinking our gorgeous in color opal rounds would be super perfect for this, because we can actually use, I'm thinking the pink to tone in the pink a little bit. So we will use that one. Thinking down there, a little one down there, and maybe a little one just up there. What do you think? Isn't she just the cutest? All right, now we've got to do our little guy friend, because we can. Okay, So I'm just going to trim this because I didn't cut that out really well. I'm going to trim it with my scissors. Oh, that's my new ones. These are my old ones. Okay, I'm just going to trim a little bit off fussy cut because I didn't cut that out real well. And see, if you misjudge with your dies, I'm just going to cut just the edge off here and no one would ever know that I didn't line that up real well. So whenever anything like that happens, you're not alone. You're not the only one that's done it. So just a little bit of fussy cutting fixes it and you wouldn't know any different. All right, so let's bring in our pool party card. Oh my God, everything keeps falling on the ground here. Our pool party card. Okay, so we've got that and we've got that. I think what I'm going to do is I might do a layer of pool party in behind and we might emboss it. So do that. Let's go 3 by 4. 3 by 4. Okay, let's do that. And then, of course, we can do a bit of a soft sea foam layer. Do I have soft sea foam in here? No, I don't. Yes, I do. Okay. A bit of a soft sea foam layer up in behind. Okay, I'm going to cut that into a strip, which we will do about 2 inches, like that. Okay, let's go in behind there. Okay, I'm just going to do the Love You a Ton, which I just had that, and I'm going to do that in our pool party. And I'm going to do pool party on this one here. Love You a Ton. So like we did the first time, but just adding a little bit of a background. And this is mostly going to get covered up, but it just gives you a little bit of a background to play around with. Okay, so we've got that. Whoa. Okay, so we'll pop that on there. And then this one here I'm going to emboss. And I think I'm going to use that quarter foil embossing folder again. So just bear with me. I'll just bring in the cut and emboss machine again. And we will emboss that one. So we've got the quarter foil embossing folder and just base plate number 1 and 2 of the cutting pads. So one there, embossing folder in there, and then another one on top. Okay, and we'll run that through. And we're going to get that gorgeous embossed look again. So I'm telling you, this embossing folder is absolutely stunning. All right, so we'll do that and we'll pop that in behind. What do we want to do that and that? No, I want to pop that one in behind. All right, so I'm going to glue that one down and trim it off. Glue that one down there like that. And trim off the excess. Okay. Then, of course, we've got our little hippo, and we've got to put his little glasses on because he's really cute too. So I'll add some glue. You love it, Elizabeth? I'm just reading the comments. She's just so quiet. Are you all just sitting
enjoying. Okay, so we're going to give him, he's going to look so adorable with his glasses on. Okay, pop that on there. And once again, I'm going to grab another circle so that we can have him a little bit grounded. Now, there's another die in here too that I think is really, really cute, is this one here, which is like a water die. So I thought what I might do is have him, like I know that he's standing there with a flower, but I thought a little bit of water and then pop him in behind, standing there in the water. So I just need a little bit of blue for the water, which we might use. We might use a bit of Pacific Point. So I'm just going to grab that and run that through the cut and emboss. Okay, so let's do that. Just going to run that through, and I'm just going to add the bottom of that white circle. So I'll run that through. So you can see there, it cuts out and just leaves a certain bit. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to adhere it onto my circle and then trim it off. Okay, so let's go. Like that and like that. Okay, now I want to pop it into, hopefully this is going to work. Can you see here? I'm going to pop it into that circle die, circle punch, and punch it out. And then that's going to give me a little bit of water to stick on there. And then, of course, our hippo can go in behind. So that actually worked better than I thought it was going to. I was like, how am I going to cut out the circle after all that? All right. So let's pop this up with dimensionals. I want to pop my hippo. I actually want to pop up the hippo as well. So I actually want to, we'll pop the hippo up on there. Oh. So we're going to pop the hippo up. We'll pop him in here like that. Then, of course, we're going to pop up our water as well, because he's going to be hanging in there, in under the water. So I'm just going to pop a couple of dimensionals just on here, and we'll be able to pop that water on like that. Okay, so there he is sitting in behind the water. How cute is that? Then we're going to pop him up. Now, of course, we want to do the same thing again with our ribbon. We want to wrap our ribbon around. Now, I need you to vote. Do we want to do the soft seafoam ribbon on here, this one, or the pool party ribbon? So we need to vote on this. Pool party or soft seafoam? What do you think? Hi, Laura. How are you? Soft seafoam or pool party? Type it into the comments and let's see which one wins, to see which one's the popular one. Are you using the embossed piece? Oh, yes, I am. Thanks for that, Margie. The embossed piece is going to go in under there too. Yes, it is. Just like that. Soft seafoam. Well, yes. And now that we're using the embossed piece, I suppose it makes it a little bit different because soft sea foam over the top or Pill Party over the top. Why not both? I know you do this. Everyone does this to me all the time. Why not both? Merlin's saying Pill Party. So I've got soft sea foam. 1, 2, 3. So I've got soft sea foam 3 times. I've got Pill Party, soft sea foam 4. The one on the left, the soft sea foam, that's 5. Okay, soft sea foam it is, people. And thank you, Margie, for reminding me that I was going to use that. You know, sometimes you get a bit carried away and you forget what you've done. Okay, so let's do this. All right, so we're going to pop that one in there. Okay, soft sea foam, and I'm going to carefully put some Seal Plus on there that I can add my ribbon into it. If not, I'll use a glue dot. The problem is because I've got an embossed layer there, it's very hard to use your Seal Plus. I think it's going to stick back in there. No, it's not. Let me see if I can add a bit to the ribbon. Can I? Yes, I've added a bit to the ribbon. It's all good. It's going to stick. There we have it. Okay, so we've got our soft sea foam. We're then going to pop up our cute little hippo. Well, welcome, Laura. I hope you're enjoying your holiday. I'm going to do that one there like that. And of course, we're going to do another little stamped sentiment. So I think we're going to do the Love You a Ton again. And where did I put that stamp? There it is there. Okay, in our Pill Party. Love You a Ton. Okay. And of course, that one. I think I'm going to do a piece of our edging of our dimensionals on the end of that one. And a little bit of liquid glue where it's going to adhere to the circle. Have that adorable stamp set. You have that adorable stamp set and dies. I know, it's so cute, isn't it? Love You a Ton. There we go. And then, of course, I think for this one, we can use the same gorgeous opal rounds in our in color, but we can use, sorry, the soft succulent because it's a party. Okay, so we're just add a couple of those there. And of course, one up. One up there. So there you have 2 cute little adorable cards using this beautiful Hippest Hippos. So as I said, the dies are fantastic. There's so much more that you can do with these dies. Like honestly, there is sunglasses, there is like snorkels, flowers. So there's a cute little snorkel die here, flowers, a bathtub, ski goggles. Honestly, you could turn the goggles into ski goggles, which I've seen a lot of people do. I did see a really, really cute one from Jay from the UK, Jay Serrano, and he did a really cute one using the ocean wave stamp set and had the hippo surfing on the wave, which looked fantastic. I thought it was a really, really great idea to be using these cute little fellas with. All right, so do we have time for one more card? Do you want to do one more card using the Wonderful World duo? So the Wonderful World is another product that you can earn. Type into the comments, do you want one more card? Do we have time for one more card? I know I've been going for a while this morning. Very windy for you, Matthew. One more card, people. What do you think? All right, because I actually thought about using this gorgeous stamp set and these beautiful dies. So let me pop that out of the way. All right. Pretty please, says Matthew. Robin says yes, please. Julie says yes. Matthew says yes. Carla says yes. Margie says yes. All right. So we've got the Wonderful World stamp set. We've got the Wonderful World paper. So this is a $180 deal. So if you spend $180 online, you will earn this for free. So it's got a gorgeous stamp set. It's also got gorgeous paper in here. So the colors are absolutely stunning in this. I think you get me every time when it comes to the colors. So you can see we've got gorgeous paper. You can fussy cut out these flowers really easily to create a gorgeous look. So beautiful flower, beautiful reverse sides to the paper as well. Sue says only one more. Yeah, because I actually have to do some work. I have to pack to go away for the weekend. So you can see we've got some really, really gorgeous paper. This paper here is honestly my favorite. It is pretty busy though. So I was wondering how I'm going to create a card, but I will see what I can come up with. So of course I'm going to use Highland Heather as my base. So I've got Highland Heather as my base. I'm also going to use, I'm thinking Rich Raspberry. I really like that Rich Raspberry look to it. So I'm going to use a bit of Rich Raspberry, I think. Look at these colors. Oh. And I need a deep purple. I'm thinking, do we want to go? Okay, the Orchid Oasis. Look at those colours together. What do you think? Okay, all right. So I think I want to do a layer of this in behind because it is my favourite paper. I honestly think it is my favourite paper. All right, so let's do a quick layer for that. So we can showcase this gorgeous paper. And that. Now, I do have something else that's really, really interesting here. I've got the Twigs and Sprigs embossing folder and the Twigs and Sprigs embossing folder and dies that match. Now, I wanted to show you this. I want to grab a piece of basic white. I'm going to cut it fairly big, as big as I can get it. Like that. Okay. So, we have this gorgeous embossing folder. And you will see here that we can emboss this. So I'm going to emboss this first. Okay. Just got to make sure I get all the pieces that I want to get. Okay. I need a bit bigger piece than that. I need a bigger piece of white. Hang on, I'll grab just a bigger piece of white first. Do I have some here? Ooh, there's some. Okay, so I want to do, I don't know, let's do 5 inches wide. 5, 6. Let me see how big that embossing folder is. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so you can see here I've got a big sheet of basic white. So I'm going to add this into the embossing folder and run it through the embossing machine. So I'm going to do that first. we're going to do that. And do I have my grey plate here? I've packed so many things to go away. Ah, there's my grey plate. I was going to say I've packed so many things to go away that I'm struggling with things to do. So I'm going to use just the base plate and that grey plate because it is a 3D embossing folder, and I'm going to run that through and emboss that piece of white cardstock. Okay, now I'm going to leave that there because I need that, and I need my plate to cut. Okay, so you can see here that I have embossed all of these pieces. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is this die that matches, we can actually pop that die over the top of what we have embossed. Now let me get it right. I'm thinking this is how it works. Is it not how it works? I was nearly positive that's how it worked. Am I wrong? I actually thought, and this is the first time I've had it out of the pack, I thought that's what it did. But maybe I'm wrong. Can someone help me? Or do I just do white embossed layers? Let's try that as well. White die cut layers. Anyway, I'm going to run it through like this. I was positive that that's actually how it worked. It's in the annual catalogue, Linda. Annual. Okay. So we have all of these pieces that we have here. Now, I'm going to, because I feel like this is what I can do, I'm going to bring in that embossing folder again. Because I feel like I should be able to put these pieces on here and emboss them. So let me see what I think that one is. I think that one could go there. I'm probably making this a lot harder than what it has to be. I don't think it is a hybrid folder because I just looked at that and no. But yet, oh, it does. Okay, it does. Yes. Okay, so guess what? I'm going to do another bit of paper going through there. Okay, let's try this again. I'll see what I can pop. I'm going to get mostly there. Okay, so that has just, I just tried to read on it about whether it was a hybrid folder and it didn't say anything like it was. Okay, so I've popped that in. Now we're going to go through with the grey embossing folder and we'll go again. But it should have been able to even just fit over. Well, see, this is how we know how things work. We have to find out how they work. Okay, here we go, people. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, you ready? Look at these pieces. Okay, this is what I thought I was going to do. All right, so we have some gorgeous die cut pieces for embellishments. So that was my plan. Okay, so everyone, hybrid embossing folder. It actually fits into your embossing folder and you can die cut and emboss at the same time. Okay, so the hybrid part fits into the side that has the Stampin' Up emblem. You lay it on its back, pop your cardstock in, and then run it through. All right, and then you get these gorgeous embossed pieces, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. We'll see what we can use and salvage out of that. All right, so of course, if there's anything to go wrong this morning, anything will. It's being sent to test me this morning, that's for sure. And I'm making a huge mess in my craft room. But we're getting somewhere now. All right, so we have these pieces. I've got this beautiful stamp set. So I think what I actually want to do is use some of these embossed layers on the front, because I thought the white and being embossed would be absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we have all these. So we've got quite a few. Okay, so we've got quite a few that we can use. And then I wanted to actually stamp one of these flowers as a feature for the front of the card. So I think what I'm going to do is this big flower here. I think I want to stamp it. So I want to ink that up. And I'm actually going to do a little bit of sponge dauber inking on this one so that I can get a really nice look. So I'm going to ink up with, I think I'm going to use Highland Heather, Orchid Oasis, and I think I'm going to use a bit of Pear Pizzazz or Old Olive. I might do Old Olive. Okay. I'm going to grab some sponge daubers and I'm going to ink up this stamp with the sponge daubers. Now, sponge daubers are a fantastic way of getting a multicolored look to your stamp without having to muck around and try and do some weird and wonderful things. So I'm going to use my Highland Heather first. I'm going to ink up most of that flower with my Highland Heather. Okay, so using my sponge dauber and inking up most of that flower with my Highland Heather. Okay, then I'm going to use my sponge dauber again, and around the edges I'm going to use my Orchid Oasis so that we're going to get a darker look just around the edges of the flower. So just around, just the very edges and the tips of that flower. So same thing up here. Okay. Then I'm going to use my Old Olive and I'm going to ink up the greenery part on the flower. So the stems and the leaves. Okay. So we've got that. All right. So now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stamp that on a piece of basic white. I'm going to huff on it to moisten it again and stamp it on a piece of basic white. Are you ready for this? And we're going to get a gorgeous flower look by using that sponge dauber technique. Did you just go, oh my God, that is stunning? Look at that flower. Look at what we've got. How awesome is that? Absolutely stunning. So using sponge daubers to color your stamps is so much fun. All right. So now I'm going to fussy cut that flower out. Yes, you heard me. Fussy cut. I'm going to It does look gorgeous, doesn't it? Actually, to tell you the truth, I knew that that's what I wanted to do, but I didn't think it was going to come out that pretty. I mean, in all honesty, that's just blown my mind. Okay, so I'm just going to spend a bit of time fussy cutting this out. And the main thing with fussy cutting, as we've said many, many times, move your cardstock, not your scissors. So moving your cardstock will give you a much smoother effect when it comes to your fussy cutting. And it helps you get in and out around those crevices when you're cutting. And if you spend a little bit of time with fussy cutting, it's really worth it. It makes your projects come alive. And just give angle out in amongst the front of this. I don't know. I'm going to just see how it goes. And I do want to go in here. I feel like it needs to have that bit cut out as well. Just to create a bit better look. Okay. And maybe up in between those. Wow, this video is going to be a long one. Okay, there we have it. You love the idea with the sponge daubers, Merlene? Yeah, I know. It just, look at it. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I know. It's doing something here. On one of my streams is, you might need to see on a different platform. One of my streams is buffering. I'm not sure which one. Anyway, all right. So let's pop this card together. If it turns out that my stream ends up disappearing, I will just post a picture on my page. All right. So I'm going to use my Orchid Oasis as the base. I think I'm going to use my Merry Merlot as the layer. The longer the better. That's okay, but my internet's probably saying it's had enough. All right, so we've got that, and let's pop this together. And now this glue is not working. Ugh, it's not my morning this morning. Last week we had internet issues. This week we've got internet issues and glue issues. Okay, so I'm just going to line that one up. And it's not straight. Go again. Like that. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, it's Facebook that's buffering, so people go to YouTube. That's all I can say, go to YouTube. All right, there we go. So I'm going to pop that on. I'm going to glue that directly down as well. Like that. Okay, so I want to pop this flower here, but I also want to pop these gorgeous flowers, these gorgeous leaves in behind to give us a really, really pretty look. So I'm going to pop this one up. Laura, are you on YouTube and you're saying it's buffering or not? All right, just going to pop that one up. And then I'm going to pop some of these gorgeous white pieces in behind. And that's actually going to, popping the white pieces in behind is going to bring my flower out more. Okay, so I want to do that one in there. So I'm just going to pop a bit of glue on behind it. And now this cute little leaf. In there. Where do I want to put it? In there. This cute little one. And pop in up in behind there. We might pop that one on the outside. Here. Maybe about there. This cute little one. We could pop in probably in behind there. And then this one I'm thinking about there. And then I'm going to use some of our ribbon just to tie a bow. So we've got like a bunch of flowers here. I don't really want to cover up that one. Let's do that. And then I'm going to do either, do I want to do, I might do, I think the Orchid Oasis ribbon here. Now this doesn't have a, any sentiments that go with this, but you can easily mix and match it with any of your other stamp sets that you have in your collection. So I'm just going to pop that there. So you can see it's given us a really, really gorgeous look. So I'm just going to grab a glue dot. I know it tells me I've lost one connection somewhere on Facebook. I don't know which one it is, but I've lost one on Facebook somewhere. I'm just hoping it's not my business page one. All right, so we've got that. And then I thought for the insert, I'm just going to grab a piece of our basic white again. I'm going to do that sponge daubering technique again. So I'm going to do the Highland Heather first. Okay, so Highland Heather all over the majority of the flower. It was so pretty, wasn't it? And then, of course, we're going to go in with our Orchid Oasis and go around the edge, all around the edge of our flower. This is in case you missed it the first time. And then, of course, with our old olive, we will do our stems and our leaves. I can see all of you are on YouTube saying it's all right, so it must just be Facebook that dropped out. Which, Lord knows, Facebook always is creating problems for us, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to huff on that again. And I'm just going to stamp that down in that corner there. But honestly, isn't that just gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. All right. Sorry, I just had to get rid of that warning on there that it was not working. I'm like, I don't need to see that. Oh, you're on Facebook still, Julie, and it's fine. Okay. I don't know. Said something wasn't working. One of my streams lost its streaming. But anyway, there we go. We've got that like that. Whoops. And of course we can use these pearls. Please tell me these pearls are still in. I don't know whether they're still current or not, but these are our pastel pearls. And I'm just going to pop some pastel pearls in around. Oh. In around there. So there you have some of those gorgeous leaves. I think using this hybrid embossing folder as well with your foils would be absolutely gorgeous. But look at those gorgeous embossed layers that you can do using that really, really awesome Twigs and Sprigs embossing folder. It took me a while to get there, but I did finally get there. Okay, so let's bring back in those cards that we've created today. So we've done that one there, and that's using the Wonderful World Designer Series paper that you get free with a $180 order, and the Wonderful World stamp set. We also did some of the cute little hippos. Who doesn't love the hippos? And of course, the gorgeous tiles, the Graceful tiles stamp, and the quarter foil embossing folder. So hopefully you've enjoyed those cards this morning, and I am so sorry for the technical difficulties that we have, and for the mishaps that I've had with trying to find things. And as I said, I'm packed ready to go away for the weekend, so therefore things are just about everywhere in my place, and trying to find everything. But I'm going to have an awesome weekend. I will try and go live from my weekend retreat on the weekend. So I'll show you a little bit of fun that the ladies are all having while we're away. And I will be back to business again Monday afternoon after the 2-day retreat. So as I said, time to buy right now. July and December we have celebration happening for every $90. So the hippos you can get for free with a $90 order, the stamp set, the dies you can get with a $90 order for free. The Wonderful World with a $180 order, you will get the Wonderful World Designer Series paper plus the stamp set. So I can tell you that is going to be one of my favorite stamp sets, I think. No, you can't get the magnetic plate, Julie. They have recalled it. It's no longer available. I'm using mine still, but it has come apart. And the reason they recalled it is because they've come apart. So they actually gave anyone that actually ordered it, they actually gave them a refund. We're still able to keep them and use them. I'm actually just going to glue mine together. So I'm going to keep using it because I love the fact that we have a magnetic plate, but no, you cannot purchase it. It's now not orderable. You're not the first person that's asked me that in the last couple of weeks, but yes, they've Stampin' Up when a product is not up to standard, and if there's issues, quality issues with it, they always take it off the market, and they will probably put their heads together and try and come up with another invention that will be better. But luckily I bought 3 of them. So I've got some here, and I actually did discuss it with my father on the weekend, and I said, can't I get some good stronghold glue, and we glue it together and clamp it together and glue it back down, because it's just the what actually has happened with them. They've got a full magnetic sheet that's on a metal platform, and then they've actually put like a self-healing cutting mat over the top. It's a self-healing cutting mat that's coming apart from the metal platform underneath. So it will be just a case of I'm just going to glue mine together again. But anyway, all right, thank you everyone for crafting with me today, and sorry for how long it was, but I had quite a lot to show you. I will be back here same time, same place, 9 a.m. next Thursday morning to give you some live crafting again. Until I see you again, happy crafting and enjoy your weekend, and I will see you all again